Welcome back to the finale of What If Anakin's power tripled since he last met Dooku. Thank you to those of you who watched the other parts of this video. To recap what happened in those videos in case you haven't seen them, Dooku had not been killed aboard the Invisible Hand due to Anakin's quick intervention in saving Palpatine. Dooku had formed an unintentional alliance with Maul in their own attempts to kill Sidious, and gave Ahsoka and Obi-Wan the information they needed. Returning to Coruscant, the Council are forced to make Anakin a master, fearing that he would fall to the dark side, and they managed to stall him enough to kill Palpatine. But now the Jedi have to contain a furious Anakin and hunt the remaining Sith. Padme saw that Anakin was being fueled by the dark side, even more so than his frenzy against the Tusken Raiders or his fight with Senator Clovis. Daring herself to approach him, she tried to prove to Anakin that she was in perfect health, but nothing seemed to reach the Jedi Master. Ahsoka stepped forward and decided that it would be best for a master to be distracted, so announced to the Jedi that Dooku and Maul had escaped from their grasp. Anakin leapt out of the window with his lightsaber sparkling in the night sky, and he entered his battle mode by heading for the closest clone troopers. The clone commander Marshal had revealed that the two dark side users had been tracked on a journey to Mustafar, and the Jedi Master wasted no time in deploying his starfighter for the planet. The Jedi pursue him as quickly as they possibly could, but they failed to pay attention to the situation in the Senate. Padme had been threatened into remaining on Coruscant, but she knew it would be best for the welfare of her children, and helped by Bail Organa, she found her way into a Senate pod. To her horror, Count Dooku stood where Chancellor Palpatine had previously been, and announced that he would be running for the role of Supreme Chancellor. Padme knew that there were no other candidates willing to take up such a role, and to the surprise of all of her allies, she declared that she would also be a candidate to succeed Palpatine. Dooku narrowed his eyes in anger as the senators headed for the exits to deliberate their decision, and immediately summoned the services of Cad Bane to eliminate the threat to his execution of Order 66. On the planet of Mustafar, Anakin had just discovered the deception that Dooku had planned, and where the Separatist alliance had previously situated, now sat Maul and members of his criminal empire. The Zabrak looked amused at the Jedi's intervention, waiting for their imminent destruction, when the Jedi received an incoming transmission from Coruscant. Padme pleaded with the Jedi to return to the planet, as Dooku was planning something suspicious with his attempts to become the Supreme Chancellor, and she could not delay his progress. Anakin wasted no time in throwing his lightsaber in a perfect arc, decapitating everyone seated at the table of the Separatist war room, then leapt back onto his ship on his way to Coruscant. On his journey through hyperspace, Anakin sensed something horrible in the Force, and attempting to reach out to Padme, he felt her and the children to be in a great deal of pain, so he contacted Senator Organa. The Alderaanian politician gathers his personal battalion of clone troopers, and entering Padme's apartment, they see Cad Bane holding his pistol to Padme's head. After a small standoff, one of the clones booted the head of the Duros hunter, and Bane found himself hovering outside of the apartment. The bright lights of a police speeder forced him to escape into the underworld of Coruscant, watching the Jedi returning to the home planet to stop Dooku. Anakin rushed through to the Senate building, where the results for the vote were about to be concluded, when the Jedi rushed in and charged to the last remaining Sith. Dooku ignited his lightsaber in defense, and used his other hand to fend off the Jedi with the lightning attack, but whilst the other Jedi surrounded him in nearby Senate pods, Anakin had no mercy for the person that had just ordered an assassination on Padme. Pushing Dooku to the edge of the Senate pod, Anakin disarmed the Sith Lord, before killing him like Palpatine had planned for him to do on the Invisible Hand. The rage within Anakin had not reduced, and barging the Jedi out of the way, he ran to the Grand Republic medical facility, where Padme was giving birth to Luke and Leia. Anakin returned to his usual Jedi self, with Padme surviving the birth of their children, and later it being confirmed that she had also won the vote to become the new Supreme Chancellor. The Jedi are shocked to hear that Padme had been right about Dooku's deceptive plan, with the revelation of Contingency Order No. 66, designed to eliminate the Jedi, and all of the clones that were active or in development had their inhibitor chips removed, and any of the Kaminoans were taken into custody. Anakin was able to remain a Jedi Master, despite his breach of the Jedi Code, for his exceptional acts in defeating the Sith, then becoming the most powerful Jedi in the galaxy. That is it for What If Anakin's powers had tripled since he last met Dooku. If you enjoyed this What If, please like this video, turn on that notification bell, click that subscribe button on this channel, as well as on my other channel What If Films. And as always, Leave a comment on what if you'd all like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.